Some women like hood dudes because there's some hood dudes who are very attractive, and you're able to get access to these attractive men at a discounted rate. And let me explain it. Some of these men are very attractive, but they come with very undesirable qualities. They have a bunch of kids, bunch of baby mamas, no job, no car, no money. But you will look over it because you're getting an attractive man in return. A man you know under normal circumstances you would never have access to. Because if he actually had his life together and he had real options of women to choose from, he would not choose you. And you know that subconsciously. You know that you would have never had access to a man that looked like him unless he had these undesirable qualities that would make you accessible to him. And that's the reason why some of y'all like hood dudes, because they don't have no self-esteem and they have very low standards of the women they'll entertain.
It's the Date Master, and yes, we're back again. As you see the premiere in this video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I drop a video. I'm getting some good engagement, some good feedback on the commentary. So again, all feedback is welcome. The hate, the love, I need all of it so I can balance that out. But what we're going to talk about today, you may be familiar with what this week began. Shout out to all my Alabama A&M alumni and Alabama State. That's cool too. But if you didn't go to that HBCU and you don't have that HBCU experience, then you may not understand what this week means. It's Magic City Classic. And we're going to drop some game for you guys to use and to be aware of. On the front of this video, you're going to see a woman basically breaking down the psychology that applies oh so well to pretty much every dating dynamic possible. The woman breaks down the hood dude mentality. You see these women that say, I want a hood guy, and she breaks down the physical aesthetics that hood guys have. You see hood guys, they're in shape, they have the height, they have the build, they have the charisma in a sense, that unfiltered alpha energy, if you will. It's not directed toward anything productive, but you can tell that it's present. And this is what women do. So she basically breaks down the reason behind why women usually go for these guys. You know, you go out, you say, well, I got these qualifications, I have this going on, but yet this woman will still pick this type of guy. And she mentions that the undesirable traits that these men typically have, but compensate for it with their look, aesthetic, and, you know, the value that comes with being a hood guy in women's eyes, the thug, passion, etc. So this is why I tell you, when she has these standards for you, that is for a more so long-term relationship. That is only when she's looking to settle down. She has had enough of the carousel. She has hit the wall. She has had her fair share, and she's tired because it's still not worth it. It's worth it for her in the moment. This is why, again, a lot of men think that they can get a woman's loyalty through sex. That's to a certain degree, but that's not going to negate her overall instinct, which is protection, preservation, and survival. So she'll deal with you temporarily due to the type of circumstances that she's dealing with. If she's stable on her own, if she can pay her bills or whatnot, she's not going to look for a man that has those same qualities unless she's looking to settle down and she's hit the wall. Now, if she's still in her prime and she has these things for herself, she's going to date the most physically aesthetic man she can because she does not need the protection and provision. This is why she chooses you. And I always say, why did she choose you? What is it about you that you think has her? If you don't know, then you have already lost. You're already behind the 8 ball, because you should know what you did and the thing about you that attracted her to you. You should know that you know how to talk. You should know that you know how to lay pipe. You should know that you know how to provide. And not just provide financially, but provide an experience. When she goes on the dates, you see these women on social media posting, this is my kind of date night. when the guy has on the black tie, the suit jacket, the fitted suit, the shirt, the Burberry. You see, she knows, she's telling you what she wants. So if you don't know that you have these qualities of the dress, the color coordination, the charisma, if you don't know you have this, then you're not going to know why she chose you. You'll just be another guy in her relationship inventory. Women pick short-term and long-term relationships very different. The guy that she cannot tame and handle, she knows he's going to be a short-term fling. She knows he's going to be there temporarily because of his value. A woman in a lot of cases would rather be a high-level guy's third and fourth option than a mediocre guy's queen. She'll rather be a concubine to a king than a queen or a first lady to a peasant. She wants the experience. She wants to be able to say I was with such and such because she's in constant competition, constant comparison via social media. This is why she cannot let it go. She cannot go a moment in which she does not know her place in the social hierarchy or in the sexual marketplace. She constantly has to get a gauge and a score. This is why you see the selfie a day. This is why you see the thirst trap a day. And if it doesn't get any likes, no recognition, she will delete it and she'll try another route. Well, let me take that down. This did not do as well as the other photos or videos. Let me redo it. She has to constantly know where she stands. So the reason for her picking you versus him is going to be very different. She needs all palettes to be touched. I keep telling you this. In a lot of cases, you will only touch a few palettes. You won't touch everything. If she has this appetite, you will know this by her behavior and her presentation to you. How she acts in public, how she acts on social media. And again, you have the chameleons, which are more skilled than others. So if you're not initiated, if you're not fully aware in this space, in this content, in this mindset, you will overlook some things. You won't know how to identify the chameleon. The seasoned chameleon, which normally comes about in her 30s. This is when she gets seasoned. She knows what not to post. She knows, how to speak. She knows how to play. But you see the back cover and the thumbnail, which is April Jones, Omarion, Lil Fizz, and now her new boo, Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs is basically just getting his round. More than likely, Taye Diggs is not looking to marry an April Jones. She's beautiful. She has that spice. She's fun, more likely. And he has the resources. I'm just going to kick it with her a little bit and, see how it goes. The other factor in this topic as far as long-term versus short-term relationships, when you're in these situations with women, if you have an idea on what you want to do, but yet she's not acquiescing to your plan, she's not looking to be there long-term, because when a person is looking to have something long-term, they do what's called long-term planning, long-term investing. They do the things necessary to solidify themselves in your life. Some women do this in a reverse way. They usually will use a baby. They'll have a baby just to be connected to you for a lifetime. And that's due to the quality of the sex. The sex is wonderful. She doesn't mind being tied to you, because I always say that baby daddy can always come back in and tap. He can always tap that button. Because why would she have a baby with a man who does not turn her on to where she tells him to take off that rubber and goes unprotected, knowing she's not on birth control? You need to know what is being done and what is the reason for you being in her life. Why did she choose you? Some guys, you're only around for a good time and not a long time, but yet because the experiences were so pleasant, you want to put yourselves in her life full time or long term, and she does not have that place for you. So you set yourself up for the heartbreak. You see, you set yourself up for the heartbreak because you were not aware of your position and the reason why she chose you in the first place. This is hypergamy broken down to the molecule. Shout out to my guy, Minister Jap. And shout out to Darius M, who provided this clip. And I saw it and I said, this woman is basically breaking down every layer as to why women pick certain men. It just does not apply to the hood guy. It applies to the business class man, the blue collar, the white collar. It applies to every archetype of man there is. Women have a specific reason as to why she choose you. And if she doesn't have a reason, she's just filling it out. You're just something to do. You're still going to be second, third, fourth priority to her. You'll just be an option if she chooses to. If she chooses to activate you, at that very moment, you will become an option. But again, this April Jones dynamic clearly shows why she chose Omarion. For the genetics. Look at the children. Little Fizz. Okay, this is for the emotional get back to Omarion and to get her own rocks off. You see the two, look at the two men on the left and right. And then look at the last guy. You have dark skin, then you have light skin, and then you have dark skin. Women want variety in the same fashion that we do. This is why you go through her exes. All of them seem different. They look different. They have different things about them. So we have to acknowledge that women have evolved. Women don't just want one type of man. She wants one type of man for a specific reason. She wants one type of man for a specific reason at a specific point in her life. You are not the end all be all. You must understand that. So this is for the purple pill guys. If you're in their relationship, this is why you must always be evolving and growing and changing. You must transform and elevate. Every so often you're going to plateau. You got to take yourself to a new level in order to maintain that high level of attraction. If you do not do this, she will plateau off and then she will seek another connection. But you guys, let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.